What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Had to make this video, give props to none other than Abner Mars. Now, Abner Mars, first thing on my channel, I got, like, without a doubt, I give you guys the raw, uncut, this is the real deal. This is my real, true opinions. I'm not holding back, as you can see, unadulterated, and this is my honest thoughts on fighters. Whether I like them, whether I hate them, outside the ring, whatever. I give you my honest perception. And I mean, that's all you can ask of me. What I view these fighters at. It has nothing to do with anything else, age, race, any stupid shit that some of you guys get to talking about in the comments. But Abner Mars, initially, I wasn't a huge fan of Abner Mars. I thought the fight with Joseph Akbeko, I thought he fought pretty dirty in that fight. The low blows, obviously everyone knows. And I don't think that was a sure shot win. Just how that fight played out. To a degree, there's not much he could do. I mean, or if you're getting away with it and the ref's not doing anything. I mean, why not? Why stop if you're getting away with it? So part of it falls on the ref. But I just wasn't so impressed. Like, there was not one thing that just stood out. Like, damn, this guy has amazing blistering speed, or his footwork or his power was just so devastating, like a Lucas Matisse or Gennady Golovkin or something. But time and time again, I looked at fights, I'm like, this is going to be a tough fight for him. And Abner Mars finds a way to win. Similar to a Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley, definitely ring savvy. He doesn't have that much punching power, but he has the desire. He trains. I mean, guys like this, they always come into shape, and they have that will to win. It's like a burning desire. They're that competitive. They don't want to lose. I really feel that about guys like that. As far as Abner Mars, as you can see from the pictures, this dude comes in looking shredded, always in good shape. He's young. He takes his career serious, and he brings it, and he comes to win. And I really have no choice but to say that Abner Mars is a fighter that's definitely grown on me. I really enjoy watching Abner Mars. Like I said, tough fights. Eric Morale, that was supposed to be a tougher fight. Morale was very seasoned. Abner Mars is still kind of young. Fights with Anselmo Moreno. I thought Moreno was going to make him look bad because I didn't think that Abner Mars had destructive power to the point where he should be worried. I thought Daniel Ponce de Leon was a 50-50 fight with a chance that Abner Mars might even get knocked out because he was coming up in weight to 126. De Leon is battle tested. Now, although I think this fight was ended early and prematurely, you can't take anything away from the win. From the onset, Abner Mars was enacting his game plan, and he looked very solid, very good at 126. And he actually passed my expectations of where he should be his very first fight at 126. I think shape-wise, he looked really good. Some could argue that it looked like he was starting to fatigue a little bit before the stoppage in the later rounds. Possibly Ponce de Leon was getting his second win, and Abner Mars might have been fatiguing a little bit. But either way, that's all speculation. You never know. And Ponce de Leon, whether it was premature or not, he was stopped in that fight. So props to both fighters, but definitely props to Abner Mars for moving up and taking a tough opponent in Ponce de Leon. I mean, the guy's been in there with Gamboa, Broner, etc. And Abner Mars keeps rising to the occasion, setting the bar really high for himself. It's funny when people have pound-for-pound lists, a lot of times they throw on people like Gennady Golovkin, who is a very exciting fighter, and I'm really enjoying his journey in the American TVs and as he tries to build his brand. However, he hasn't beat anybody. He hasn't beat anyone of note other than Matthew Macklin, really. Anyone that had previously looked good in their last one or two fights or whatever. And even if you look at Macklin, Macklin looked good against Alcine. He knocked him out in the first round. However, I believe the fight before that, Matthew Macklin himself was knocked out by Sergio Martinez. It's still a step up, and it was a good resume builder fight, a confidence builder fight for Gennady Golovkin. However, case in point, he has still not fought the top dog in his weight division. You know what I mean? He hasn't fought like the Sergio Martinez, the Peter Quillins or whatever. So as far as Abner Mars he's hungry. He's trying to make these fights. He was trying to make a fight with Nonito And Rigondeaux was a fight that didn't come up probably because the two were fighting Nonito and Rigondeaux, and that fight was easier to make due to contracts and promotional beefs and stuff like that. But when he took on awkward fighters like Moreno, um, he beat Eric Morale. I mean, his resume is very solid. Beat Joseph Ekbeko even more convincingly the second time. That's a good name, especially at the time. I haven't really heard much from Ekbeko recently, but again, he has a very solid resume at such a young, tender age. And he looks like he's game. He looks like he wanted to fight Nonito Donaire, but I'm not even going to get into that. Politics interfered in that fight and was never made. So he moved up. Now he's facing Johnny Gonzalez. Again, look at the picture. This dude, he looks like he's training hard and he's ready. So we'll see what he does with Johnny Gonzalez. A tough opponent, tough opponent. Even though Ponce de Leon beat him, still a dangerous opponent. It's funny how some of these fights are unfolding. Like Mikey Garcia beat Orlando Salido first, and Orlando Salido is the fighter who destroyed Juanma Lopez 2 times. So Mikey Garcia fought the winner of a fight, if you get my drift. So basically, Mikey Garcia fought Orlando Salido in January, and then after the fact, he fought Juan Manuel Lopez, a fighter who beat the first step up fighter, Orlando Salido. Same thing with Abner Mares. Abner Mares recently beat Daniel Ponce de Leon on the Mayweather Guerrero undercard. Now he's fighting the guy that beat, or that Ponce de Leon beat. So I just think it's funny. It's just funny how the order, it seems like it would have happened in a different order. Like Abner Mares would have moved up to 126, fought Johnny Gonzalez while he had the title. But instead he fought Ponce de Leon, who won the title off the guy he's now fighting. I just think it's funny. It seems kind of backwards how it's playing out. But shit, it happens. Either way, it's a tough test. It's a guy with power, a guy with experience, and we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think of Abner Mares. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego, signing off.